Hey y'all, welcome to episode 18 of the Prolific Shift Sunday Sit Down. I'm Janae Peters and I'm the founder, CEO, president, virtual assistant, executive assistant. I don't know. I ain't even got it today, y'all. So many things for Prolific Shifts. And as some of you know, if you've been watching Prolific Shifts, the main part is a space for Black educators and Black leaders in educational environments to really make space for personal growth and professional development. And this segment, this part is for anyone who's ready for some kind of shift in their world, or someone who's ready to examine some things that are happening in their lives, but you might not make space for on your own. I'm offering a question each week and an action item that you are welcome to follow. You're also welcome to do this in the company of friends. So if you want to take any of these questions and pose them to your friends and loved and trusted ones, I think that could also be a good use of this. I think it's good to learn about folks in this way. Last week's question asked us what in our world could use some tightening up, right? So a reminder of the things that we say we're going to do but don't do, the things that we know we need to do and are maybe afraid to do, or just don't have the space or capacity, or feel like we don't have the space or capacity to put energy to it. What needed tightening up, and what is one action we could commit to in service to that being tightened up this week. This week we're going to keep it short here. And this one, it's interesting because we're going to keep this one short, but this is actually, I think, a key one, and it's come up in different ways. It's had different access points in past weeks. This week's question asks, what is something that you've thought and or acted upon in the past week or so that was rooted in fear or anxiety? This is an interesting one to me because I have a good friend, and I know I've mentioned this. I don't remember which week, but I'm sure I've mentioned this before. But I have a really good friend who we are aligned in that we're often thinking about folks' motivations and our own motivations as well. So this friend, Annabelle, often says, we do things out of fear or we do things out of love. And the more I think about that, the more I think about how many things in my world are rooted in fear or even anxiety. So I want to do well because I'm afraid that blank, or I want to make this person happy because if I don't have friends, I don't have blank, or got to be the best teacher because if I don't have teaching, like, I don't know what else I have. And what's interesting to me is when things are rooted in fear, I think, right? And when I'm being real with myself and things are rooted in fear or things are rooted in anxiety or some kind of sense of negligence or lacking, then my energy, my vibration is not where it needs to be. So I can want all I want to be an effective teacher or to hold spaces effectively. But if it's rooted in fear, as opposed to something like love, like maybe not love, but maybe something like justice, maybe something that's not fear, right? And something that takes us on a different part of the spectrum than fear, I think. If it's rooted in something bigger and more effective, I think, than fear, then it really shifts the energy that I bring into it. And that's something that I think about a lot. And I wanted to share that in this space because I think it's really interesting for us to think about what relationships we have because of fear as opposed to something else. What behaviors we exhibit because we're afraid of something as opposed to challenging ourselves to expand or reach our highest selves and our own highest goals. So again, this week's question was, what is something you've thought and or acted upon in the past week or so that was rooted in fear or anxiety? And the action item for this week is to take some time each day this week to reflect on your decisions and your behaviors. And in that reflection, examine whether or not that action was rooted, not whether or not, but whether that action was rooted in fear or love or something else. And then I'll tag on another thing to that. Challenge yourself to be intentional each day, each next day, to be not grounded in fear or anxiety, but to be moving towards something else, something more effective, productive, something that gives you an opportunity to expand and grow in your sense of self, your sense of purpose, and also in your care of yourself and of others. So take some time to do that this week. This is the chunkiest action item I've offered in this space, but it's October. And I don't know if y'all are feeling what I'm feeling or what I'm noticing in the world. Even my social media memories that are coming back for this month, I realize how tough October can be. And if we're working out of fear and anxiety in this month, in this season, at this time, ooh, we will not give ourselves even the chance to have anything productive happen that keeps us in our highest energies, our highest vibrations, our highest goals. So take some time to do that, y'all. I don't try to be pushy here, but this is one. Take this to your friends. If you love somebody, have them do this exercise and see what changes, right? Because this is one I can guarantee if you address this one, things will shift for you. All right, y'all. Have a good last week of October, and I'll see y'all again next week. All right, take good care. If you liked anything you heard, please don't hesitate to comment, like, subscribe, or support in any of these ways, and especially through your love and care. Peace, and I'll see y'all again soon.